2025. What's up, everybody? This is Clicking Cliff, your host, and the other host is the ever luscious cow grooming, utterly speaking, the Brickable Cow. How are you?
Why am I grooming cows? Why do we have to put that out there first thing? First of the year on 2025. That was the first thing people got to hear.
Well, heck. Well,
There
you,
went my year. There done went my year right at the shoot.
what do you mean? You don't brush your cows?
Yeah, but now it's going to be this whole thing for months. Oh, cows grooming cows.
People, people on the internet are forgiving. What are you talking about?
Oh
They
yeah.
don't rub nothing in.
All my friends who like to tease me, they're very forgiving. It's me who's not very forgiving.
Well, hey, you know what? We are you gonna get if the black
I
person?
am. I
Are you gonna
am.
are you gonna
And
break it up
since
and
you
say,
want to bring this up, I will tell you right smack now. No, I will probably never build my original again. And that will take a lot for me to come back through my head and be
well,
okay with it.
my question is, if you get the new one, are you going to build it and then tear
Well,
it
I
down,
was
put in new
getting into
parts?
that. This new one, I'm not kidding. I had told somebody weeks before anybody on Lego had ever said, "Oh, this is coming out." I had said they make so many dang new pieces. I would love to see my pirate ships rebuilt, and here we are. And so
I think you
I
said it on Coffee Time.
I might have, I don't know where I said it or who I said it to, but I know I had said it before they released it, and now here we are. And yes, I am stoked, and I am going to definitely dig in on those. But if I can get through my head and get through my issues of opening an old tote, and being able to build it, then yes, I will definitely build it, and compare the two. But that might be a long shot. That's kind of why the Batmobile is still in pieces, because that has a lot to do with the same category of things. But I'm also using a lot of those pieces. But
If you build it, he will come.
yeah, but so with this new pirate ship, I do plan to get the whole line. If they come out with more, I do want all of them. And it's mainly only because I want to see the new build techniques. I want to see the new pieces. I want to see what's different of them. And then I'll go through and figure out if I need it in my collection.
Well, listen, I plan on getting it, but I like pirate ships, and it's not. I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I did watch them all. I liked them. It's just I like the pirate theme. I don't know how to explain this. Okay, I'm like the guys. I'm still pretty green in this Lego business. I've only been in it maybe 3 or 4 years back into it. I missed out on all that pirates and castle. So I'm the new. I consider myself what maybe a new breed, trying to get back to the old stuff because I like the castle stuff and I like the pirate stuff, and they just don't make no more of that crap. So I have to grab it every chance I can when they actually come out with something. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I wish I did never left Lego. I don't know if I was ever in Lego. Like I said, my only experience with Lego before this was when I was a kid. I'd build a freaking wall out of Lego, and I would get my Hot Wheel cars and the ramps, and I make a big old hill and and put my Hot Wheels car on top of the ramp and let it go and try to bust through that Lego wall with my Hot Wheels. That was my Lego experience when I was a kid. I remember getting these little bitty sets when I was, for Christmas and stuff, and I'd build it, but then it would just break apart, and I put it in my Lego carrying case that I had. And when I get done, I know every once in a while I build a house, a multicolored house, and then I'll demolish it with my hand, like I'm King Kong. But that's the experience I had with Lego until now. Now I can't. I don't think I could ever do that with Lego now.
I just looked it up. That original both my Queen Anne and my Black Pearl from 2011, dude. 13 years old. And now they're trying to release a re-release, redo it, revamp it, So
Well, this ain't really a Pirates like. Well, it's in the theme, but
it's in the theme, but it's not
it's an icons. So it's
right.
gonna be bigger than the old one, I presume.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. You know what? Well, consider this. I don't know. Would the other boats be considered an icon? Because they're pretty huge too.
I think they
They're
came with a theme though, didn't they? They came in with
well, they
Pirates of
came
the
as
Caribbean.
the Pirates of the Caribbean, but so is this one. That's what I mean. So is it
Yeah,
going to be considered a
I think it's
bigger?
like Star Wars. You know, the theme
Well,
Star Wars.
oh snap! They're running through my heart like they're running through Star Wars right now. How
Well,
dare they?
what I'm saying is like the UCS. Yeah, it's an adult set, but it's still in the Star Wars theme. This
Yeah,
is just my
they're
opinion.
gonna copy and paste it 100 times. Yeah.
No, 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 no. Well, Star Wars does, yes, but I'm talking. I think it's the theme, but this is going to be an icons. It's going to be like Trader X. Where yes, it can still be part of the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Like you don't see but you don't see Star Wars UCS in Trader Expert, do you?
Well, no, because Star Wars is its own stuff. That's why I'm hoping that they can keep pirates in its own section.
I don't. But it's an icon set, so that busted that theory already.
Fuck.
But it's still going. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be a great set, and still go with your Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. So I mean, it's still going to be all right.
Yeah. It's
It's
still
going to
going
be.
to be a big boat.
It's going to be a boat. Does it float? We will never know.
No, and actually, I tried the other boats long ago, and I'm sure some people are going to cringe when they hear this, but I actually did put them in my pool growing up, and they do not float. Just so you know, there's too
Well,
many different little cracks and holes in them little hulls.
I'm going to do a little shout out. Anybody watches that brick science guy?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He built a brick built boat, but
But
he
he
used
also layered it with plastic. He's smart.
saran
Yeah,
wrap.
yeah,
So
he's smart.
his did float for a little bit. Now, but hey, just look on the bright side. That was an easy way to wash your Lego.
Well, yes, that's a good point. But then you have to sit there and depart it all out. You have to take that whole boat apart in order to get every piece dry.
I've done it once. I did mine once. I remember back in the day, me and Cajun Yeti was doing a 24-hour live stream, and I didn't have nothing to build. And I looked at my 3-in-1 pirate ship, and I said, you know what? That needs clean. So I just tore it apart that morning,
Mm-hmm.
like the day before, and tore it apart, washed it, and let it sit up and dried. And then it's time to stream. I had something to put together.
I think I think what you should do is you set up a big old live stream, and in your house or backyard, either way. Ooh, how about this? In your house, going through your front door out your front yard, you make this big gigantic slip and slide, and you send your big old Titanic down it.
No thanks.
Oh well, that sounds like fun.
Sounds like fun, but no thanks.
I'm like, dude, just think of the content.
Dude, I ain't going to destroy that Titanic for no content. I don't care. No con. I don't need content on that.
We're talking about boats, Might as well throw
Yeah,
in the
but I'm not
Titanic.
going to destroy my Titanic for that. I might do that with my 3-in-1 pirate ship.
Oh.
That'd be it.
Hey, speaking of 3-in-1, I'm gonna change the subject a little bit.
Go for it.
How many of these new 3-in-1s are you getting of this
Castle.
dragon?
Oh,
Dragon?
well. I'm only going to get one.
Really? You don't dude, I've been picturing people, like I've been imagining that some of these mock builders out there that know actually how to use mechs and like those joints and whatnot. Dude, some of these some of these dragons are gonna be big. They could be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, now there's coming out with another 3-in-1 castle. That might be an issue.
Is it labeled 3-in-1 castle like the other one?
It's not. I think it's called.
But it's in like the same medieval theme, right?
Yeah,
Or whatever.
yeah. Hang on. I'll pull something up here. I sent. I forgot what they said it was. It's a 3-in-1. Let me scroll up here.
Well, that's cool. So what you're saying is you're getting 25 of those to add into your realm.
It is a medieval horse knight castle.
Oh, see, so sell off your other 13 castles, buy 13 more of those, and then you got 13 horsey castles.
Well, I think I'm just going to be buying one at the tops, 2. Now, there's a cool rebrickable model out there. I might do 3. But
That's where you got hooked on ending up where you're at now. You
yes,
said,
sir.
"Oh, well, I'm going to try out this new rebrickable. Oh, hey, look what I found on rebrickable." And now 13 sets later.
Well, I tell you what, I tell you what, rebrickable that place is a deep hole. I mean,
But you got it done. I have yet to build a single thing off of rebrickable. I've been on there, but I have yet to build anything off of it. So that's.
Well, I went to
Good on you.
rebrickable and I tore all them down and did my own mock.
Yep, I remember that.
It was a good, but you know how. But I'm gonna tell you this. Yes, I bought 16 or whatever those 3-in-1 castles,
Mm-hmm.
but I got my money's worth out of it. I built the rebrickables. I built 3 rebrickables or 2.
That's true. You put them to use rather than just building it once and putting it on a shelf.
Yeah, and then I built the original. Then I did a rebrickable. Then I did another rebrickable. Then I did another rebrickable. Tore all them down. Built a mock, and I'm still using the parts. So I got my use out of it. That's what I love about the 3-in-1s.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the only theme in Lego where I feel that you get your money's worth out of a build. For these reasons alone, you can do the original build, tear it down, and do the alternate build, and tear it down and do the other alternate build. And did you know if you go on Lego's website, look up the number, go to and get instructions, there are some 3-in-1 sets are actually 4-in-1 sets. They put out another instruction for
a digital instruction.
Yeah, on the digital side of things, they actually give you a 4th option to build. So you can do it. You can pay. Okay, let's say like what the new Dragon's like what $65 or something like that.
Well, we could say, yeah.
$65, whatever it is, you can get 3 builds out of it. You can tear down and build it 3 different ways. So if they have a 4th instructions, you can go back there and build it 4 different ways. And then after that, you can tear it down and use the parts for something else. So 5 uses of a set that costs you $60.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel that the 3-in-1 is where you get your worth out of a set. For those reasons only. You know, you can spend the same amount of money on a Star Wars ship. You can build a ship, and unless you build your own thing, use your own imagination.
Yeah.
You only get 1 use out of it. 3-in-1, you can get possibly up to 5 uses out of that one set that you pay $60, $20, $30. Even if you spent on the cheapest $20 set of the 3-in-1, you can still get 5 uses out of it. Possibly at least 4 to 5 uses out of it. To me, that is worth the money. I think that's the best value of a set you can buy in Lego.
Honestly, though, like you're not getting much more value out of them.
What do you mean?
Well, you can only do so much. It's brick, you know? So you got to make your value worth your value. Y'all don't see it the way I see it. I throw it all in my collection. You see what I'm saying?
True, but I'm just talking about a set you buy for $30, you can build it three or four different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of buying a set and only can build it one way unless you come up with your own MOCS. So I can give you two.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
I'm just talking about, like somebody that doesn't mock, okay, that
Right.
doesn't have the parts to mock. This is the perfect. You buy the 3-in-1. It's a perfect way to add parts to your collection, so you can start doing mocks. You can buy and if you do live streams, you can host at least three different live streams with the same set. Just building the different builds out of the 3-in-1s. And then when you're done, if you don't like any of them, you can always part it out and use the parts for something else.
Hmm.
So you get more. To me, you get more playability and more worth out of the 3-in-1s than you can any other Lego set. Unless you do a city, then you can get the modulars. But I'm just talking about just the 3-in-1 as a theme.
Okay, but if you go that route and you do a city only getting modulars, you're also sectioning yourself out from a lot of things.
Well, true. And there's a lot of 3-in-1 sets out there that you could put in your city.
And and actually, some of the 3-in-1, I have that old toy store, and that's kind of modularized in the sense that the levels come off. No, they're not made to be a modular, but I see what you're saying in that sense.
I mean, yes. Well, you're different. You can just throw it in your collection and build whatever, and that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. Well, the only thing I was talking about the 3-in-1 is you get, somebody that doesn't do MOCs, they just, do the sets and put it on the shelf, or they're just new to the hobby and they don't have a bunch of bulk built up yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can go spend $30, $40, $60 on this 3-in-1 sets. Sit down here and do your 3 live streams with the 3 different builds, and then you can, if you don't like it, if you don't like the build to put on the shelf, you can tear it down and use part and use it in a different MOC or build your own thing. So you can get up to 3 to 4 different uses for a $20 set than you would go into Star Wars or Jurassic World or Friends or whatever.
But sometimes, even myself, being who I am, I look at a higher priced item. Okay, look at this. The 3-in-1 giraffe. There's a big old giraffe build. It's a 3-in-1 set, couple other stuff to build. I want that. But for the price that it's at, I keep telling myself I can't use it for parts. Because it's so freaking expensive. If I want to do that, I might as well just go buy the fucking parts. Sorry, I didn't mean that. The parts.
How much is it?
I don't remember the price. Hold on, but that's like my son. I got my son the Dreams T-Rex. We all wanted it. It was really cool. But the more and more I built it, even it's still on my shelf. And I still look at it. I'm like, dude, I really want those parts. Well, what are they going to do? They're going to sit in my collection rather than sit being built so I can see them. And so I keep telling myself, no, it's my son's, or it's too expensive. I can't just take all those parts. I can go buy all those parts.
What was this thinking when you did the Batmobile and the Black Pearl?
I was young.
Wow.
That was 2011. I don't even know how old I was. Let's see, 2024. Yeah, we're not doing this math. It's $64.99 on Lego. You see what I'm saying? No, it's not bad, but in my brain, that's different from a $20 set. You see what I mean?
Well, you go buy them parts off of Lego or Bricklink. They're going to you're going to be paying the same.
Yes, but I look at it as, well, like think of it. I think of it like this, like my dad. Okay. Oh my God, he's bringing in another Lego box to this house that's already full of Lego, right? Well, how am I going to convince the man that this was worth the price? You see what I mean?
I don't think you are. You would
I
ever. If he
well,
doesn't know
no,
you,
but from me building, I think he gets the chance to see that I'm actually putting the parts to use rather than having a house full of Lego builds that just sit on my shelves. He's seeing the product at work. So I think that's my way of telling myself that I am convincing my father this is okay.
well, see what you do is this, Cal. I mean, this would be perfect. When you start streaming on Tuesdays again, you can do 3 different streams with the same set. Then the 4th one, you could tear down
Oh,
and
I
put
didn't even
in your
think of that.
parts.
Yeah.
I just got done explaining talking to you about it. What are we
Yeah.
again?
Yeah. Look at that. We just came up with an idea.
You could do 3 different streams. You could build each build on each stream. And on the 4th stream, you can part it out, put it in your parts, and you can use it to build whatever. And then just think that $64, you got to build 3 things, and plus you got the parts.
That's
Instead
true.
of buying a dream set for $64 and only getting to build one
That's
thing.
true. That's a great way to do that. And yeah, especially with the dreams, because they're all basically 3 different builds. I really like
Yeah,
that.
well, you can build them 3 different ways there too. Maybe not dreams. Okay, let's just use
Well,
Star
yeah,
Wars.
I knew what you're saying. It's still a good example.
I mean, you can spend $64 on a Star Wars set and only have one build out of it. For
Mhm.
3-in-1s and dreams, you can use the same price and get 3 different builds out of it. More of enjoyment out of it. Plus, then you can, if you don't like it, if you don't want to show it on the shelf, you can tear it down in parts and put it with your parts, and you can build something totally different out of it.
I might end up with a giraffe just because of this conversation.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, you got different. I mean, that's what I was saying about the 3-in-1 theme and all. I think it's one of the best themes in Lego
Yeah. Yeah, I
because
see
of
what
that
you mean.
reason. You get more enjoyment out of those sets. You do 3 builds. You get one done. Oh man, I'm out of Lego. Wait a minute, there's more. Then you can do the second build, and then you get done with it. You'd be thinking, well, what am I going to build now? You'll wait. There's more. You can do the
See,
third build it, and then what am I going to build now?
that's just
Check on Lego.com. Look in the instruction area. See that there's a 4th,
yeah.
and
That
then if
that's
not, tear down, put in the parts, build something totally different.
that's exactly how I've been looking at everything is, oh my god, I'm buying it for this price. It's a one-time thing. Well, no, you should probably look at it as it's got a couple multiple uses to it and try to explore that. I like that.
The 3-in-1 is one of I think one of the best.
Yeah.
Hands down. Now, granted, you're not going to get them mini figures that everybody's going to gripe about because they come in a $500 set, then they turn around and put it in a $10 set. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get them minifigures like that.
Well,
But
yeah. I don't necessarily not necessarily need minifigs, mainly because I have a fairground. So the specific ones I need, I either already have or I need specific ones for the
now,
layout. But
now
if
the
you have a city, that's different.
well, the 3-in-1, there's some sets that does have minifigures that you can use for your city and stuff like that. But
Do they? Oh,
yeah,
you know what? The Ferris wheel came with minifigs. Yeah.
yeah. But, I mean, but still, each of them 3-in-1s, you can do it 3 different ways. Get your money. I think that's how you get your money's worth out of a Lego set nowadays.
Experiencing it.
Is
Yeah.
how many times you can use a set, and 3-in-1s you can use it up to 3 times,
Yeah.
and I think you get your money's worth out of it that way.
Yeah. I'm gonna
And
start looking into more 3-in-1 sets now.
um, I'm not saying nothing about Star Wars because the figs. I guess it makes that worth it. I guess because how many Luke Skywalkers do you need? But
I think they should do. You know what? Maybe Star Wars would be a good 3-in-1. You know, if they started coming out with miniature 3-in-1 packs of, oh well, you could build this ship, but then it turns into this ship or this ATST. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know if they could actually do that
because of
because
the license, maybe.
well, it's a theme of Star Wars, and Star Wars has so many ships. It'd be
Yeah.
kind of hard to use the same parts to build another iconic Star Wars ship.
That's true. Okay,
Like
I can see that.
if you say they give you a 3-in-1 destroyer,
Mhm.
and then in the second one they want you to build the AT-AT. How
Or
you
the
know?
Black Falcon, and now you don't have black parts. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you.
I think it'd be kind of impossible. I mean, it could
Yeah,
be done. I mean,
maybe the smaller vehicle type things, but I get what you're saying.
now 3-in-1 they can they can turn a tiger into a monkey and then turn the monkey into a fish using the same parts. But
I was like an orange monkey. What are you talking? But then they have orangutans, and they're kind of orange. Yeah,
I mean, I was just using that for example.
I know, but my brain, you know how my brain works.
So that I mean, that's why I really feel that 3-in-1s are a good way to get your collection going.
Yeah.
You can build, especially if you live stream on your channel or on Instagram or wherever you stream at. You can
Hmm.
pay $64 for a 3-in-1 set. You get 3 different streams out of it and 3 different builds, and then you can part it out, and then you got parts as you grow.
Yeah.
Uh, I, I do not see the problem in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I don't either. You're right. I had gone into this thinking, well, what's the point in buying a $70 giraffe? But now I see the point.
And you know,
But not only that, we're forgetting a key component here. You also get to learn that experience in building that technique or whatever it be.
yep.
So that's also included in that price.
And like I said, Lego's not cheap. Everybody that's in this hobby knows that Lego is not cheap. I
Yeah.
mean, it's very seldom. I mean, yes, you can get these $10, $20 sets, but you buy them and you get them built in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's not very many parts. Now, if you want something that lasts a little bit longer, you're not going. You're going to have to spend $200 at least,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of money for some people. Some people don't have $200 just to throw out on a Lego set. But I think you buy like go in there buy the giraffe like you're talking about, the dragon. I think there's a bunny out there. There's a cat out there that's going to be out there. You can get those and you get 3 builds out of them, 3 enjoyable builds, and then you can build up your parts where you can just build whatever, and you can get all that fun for the $60 instead of spending $200 on one Lego set, have it built, and just sitting there collecting dust.
Mm-hmm.
It's like wow, and you know what? I didn't learn that till here lately. I mean, I have sets sitting on a shelf, of course. I got the Speed Champions, my Dino stuff, and my Pirate stuff, and whatever that I got to dust every Saturday. But the 3-in-1s, I think that's where it's at, man. I'm telling you, that's how every month. That's where I go to look at first is the 3-in-1 sets. See if there's anything there that grabs my eye.
Yeah. I like it. You definitely changed my view on the whole. Oh my God, what am I going to do because it's so expensive? Yeah.
I think it's easier to come. I mean, like I said, man,
Dude,
it's something you can even interact with your community on your channel. You can put a poll up there in your community tab of your 3-in-1, and there's 3 builds. You can have people choose which one they want to build.
true. Yeah. Yeah. Get people involved. I've been trying to figure out how to get more people involved.
And there's a way right there. Then you post that a few days before your stream. Get the vote. When it gets done, you can go back and say, all right, people want to see the dragon, so that's what we're going to build first. And next week, just put 2 choices up there because you already built the dragon. What's the let them pick until you're done with that set.
Mm-hmm.
Then do a sorting party stream. Just sort it out and put it away, and or build something different of it. Challenge yourself. You're a mock builder. I'll tell you what, do that. Here's my idea for you. Here's my suggestion.
Oh,
You build them 3 builds. The 4th stream, you use them parts that's provided in that 3-in-1 set, and build them. Use only them parts to build a 4th build.
Yeah, build a mock out of only those parts that came in that set. I like that.
There you go.
It'll help me a little bit along the way.
And then when you're done, you can part it out, put it in your collection, and use it to.
I don't know. That's a risky move there because a lot of my MOCS, my mower, my bat land speeder thing that I built the last time, and like some of these MOCS that we do, I do keep some of them.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm like, well, did I just spend $70 and build a really cool mock, and now this mock is $70 and I just wasted a bunch of pieces like that? Like do I think like that?
No, don't think like that because you already got your money's worth when you bought it and built those 3 other builds.
That's true.
And then you do the 4th one and it improves your fairground. Why not? That's worth. I mean, that right there would be worth it. Yeah, that's $70 worth of parts, but look how many parts you got in your layout as it is. Count all that up.
I really don't want to. I'm trying not to.
Exactly. So I mean, and plus, I'm not like encouraging you to go spend money that you don't have. For like,
no.
Don't do that. But but I'd keep that in the back of your head.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I can get 3 different builds. 3-in-1. I like that bunny.
Maybe right? Yeah. Say I'm in a pinch or something, and yeah, I got you. Make a couple different things out of the one thing.
Yeah, and you're not having to go spend another hundo.
It might be the same pieces, same set, considerably, but it's a different experience and all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like it.
Now, there's something out there that catches your eye that you want. Yeah, go buy it if you can. But, as a streamer, I'll tell you what, it gets kind of. I've been streaming for 3 years now. And sometimes it's hard to count. Well, I don't know what I'm going to build on each stream. At first, I was buying a set for a stream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I had to stop doing that because those costing way too much money. So I pivoted. I go, well, I'm going to buy these bigger sets. Yes, it's going to cost me more money, but I can make make it last. Like the Assembly Square. I think I did 11 streams building that thing. No, I just stretched it out. And now I'm not wanting to even do that. I'm going to just build whatever I feel like building. Like if I want to work on my layout, that's what I'm going to work on my live stream. It's just whatever. So, I'm not saying that you can't pivot anytime on this journey, but 3-in-1s are great. You can almost get a month's worth of stream out of one set of a 3-in-1 if you stream once a week.
Yep, that's true. Content for days.
But 3-in-1s are great. I like I said, I will always speak highly of them just for that reason. And I'll buy, if there's one that I want, I'm going to buy it because I know I can get 3 different builds. Don't go as crazy as me. Don't go buy a set for just now. Where I mess up, Cal, is there's 3 builds and I like all 3. I'll end up buying 3 sets so I can keep the 3 builds built. That's where it gets you at. It's just like the castle.
Yeah.
But if you just, if you're not concerned about putting it on a shelf and displaying it, you can just buy one, do the 3 different builds, challenge yourself on the 4th one, maybe, then just part it out and put it in your collection afterwards. And you have the parts when you build something else, you got them parts to go with it.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's different ways to look at it, but
So let me ask you this: of all things we said, should I go and find the value in my Disney castle?
I don't know how many bills you can get out of that.
Dude, I'm telling. Well, I over the years I've had a lot of different ideas what you could use for some of these pieces. But
Yeah, but you're not going. You'd be dead. Your daughter would have your butt so
my
fat.
daughter, her mother, yeah, a lot of people on here, yeah.
Yes. You,
So, especially with how it's not perfect condition, but it's good condition, you know. So
mm-hmm.
it has a little bit of value to it, but and that's what eats my brain as I'm like, man, I let my daughter have that because I knew I was unworthy of it. I would have went and sold it, but because I love my kid, I let her have it. But like just every day, you think of the value you got, and you're like, wow, I could really use that piece here or there, or I could sell it and get this and this and this. But no, you can't think like that.
No. Uh,
That's why I do what I do with my Batmobile.
shame, shame. So, all right. Well, we're going to change the subject a little bit. What you got? Any big plans? We just started a new year. We're on 2025. Ain't that freaking crazy?
Yeah, you know what that means? As of May, it will be officially 10 years since I graduated high school. That's crazy.
Oh, well, I graduated in '98. You do that math.
Well, considering I'm 27, that was 26 years ago. Am I wrong?
Wow, ain't that crazy? 26 years since I graduated high school.
Sorry, I did not mean to make it like that. That was
Dang.
wrong.
So you got anything planned for this year that you're looking forward to? You're going to try to do?
I still have big hopes and dreams to go to meet Will and TMC and the crew and everybody in Virginia at the end of the year, but I don't know. I have a lot going on in life right now that I have to figure out what's going on now to be able to see what I can do next. But we'll see. We'll see how the year goes. I guess. What about you? What are you doing? Are you trying to go to a show?
Probably not.
Oh,
Not this. I think I'm going to take this year off.
well,
Um,
you probably deserve that.
uh, I'm figuring I'm to the age where I don't feel like traveling very much.
Mm,
And I got other stuff I got to get done this year. We're trying to look for a house and buy a house, and that's going to take a lot of my time up. And we
yeah.
had one, we chose not to do it, and we lost out on one. And it's an emotional roller coaster just to buy a
Mhm.
freaking house. So the point now is we're just kind of going to just keep looking and actually adventure in it more during the summer. But that's going to take a lot of my time, and I got other projects I'm going to be doing here. So it, I, I just don't know if I'm going to make a show. I don't know. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah, that's understandable. You at least got to go to one or two shows in your lifetime. That's what matters. You got to experience it at least once.
Well, my thing is just takes money.
Yeah, yeah, especially for us who don't live near these shows. Yes, I understand. I'm coming from a little bit further than where you went.
What's sad? Well, the thing is, though, you do have shows in your state.
Well, yeah, but they're not. I don't have friends. That's the difference. I don't have people out in this region. Well, I probably do have a few people, but you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's like, oh, let's go to Chicago. We're going to meet this and this and this and this person. Let's go to Tennessee. We're going to meet
You
this and this and this person. All hang out. Well, who's saying they're going to come meet Cal in Colorado and hang out?
I would if I was. I would if I was in Colorado for sure. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's you see, I see what you're saying with the traveling and the money and the it's different when you live on that side of the world and you try to come here. I understand because now I'm trying to come from this side of the world to that side of the world. You see?
It's hard. It is, and there's. I tell you what, I saved money and I went. I had a good time and stuff. I got to meet a lot of people. I want to meet more people, but to me, that the Tennessee show was the best show for me.
Yeah.
I don't see myself in Chicago because there's too many people.
Mm-hmm.
I'll end up decking somebody. I just probably need to stay away. And Virginia is probably the same way. They're a big show. I doubt I'll ever get to Virginia because there'd be too many people. I'm at the Tennessee one. There was a lot of people there, but you weren't rubbing elbows. You weren't bumping into people. I don't know. I one day I might make it to Chicago, but I seriously doubt it.
I don't know.
I talked about it last year before, and I just can't see myself going. But I'm definitely not going to go as a displayer in Chicago for sure. I'm just be a spectator.
Yeah, some of them people really knock it out of the park.
Well, it's not even that. It's just trying, the stress of getting your mock up there safely without,
Oh yeah, in one piece. Yeah.
and other people not touch it or take other people's figures off their mocks and take it and put it in their pockets. And
Kind of like I am reminded of Panda coming from up north down to, I think he went to Chicago that year. I don't remember, but he had brought a build with him that he had to actually construct there, if I remember correctly. Like it's got to be a stressful process just trying to do that.
well, when I met Panda when he came to Tennessee,
Oh, Tennessee, that's where he was going. Yep, sorry.
he brought Lego with him, and
Yeah.
he had I think he had a little small satchel for clothes and a big suitcase for Lego.
That's me right there. Bring the clothes on my back and a bunch of bags, empty bags on my way for Lego.
I tell you what, he sat there beside me and he built. He was just going to town on stuff. It was pretty cool. It was great meet. And that's the reason why I went to the show in Tennessee is I got to meet a lot of people at one time. And I got it wiped out. Yeah, there's a lot more people that I definitely want to meet, like you and other people that didn't come to Tennessee,
Yeah.
of
We'll
course.
have our chance, Cliffy. We'll
But
have our chance.
but it was awesome to get to meet the guys, the people who I hang out with a lot. It's like, wow. So this is what you look like in person. No, but but it was fun. The first time's always the best time. The second time I went, it was the same amount of fun, but I was ready for it to be over. I was ready to go home. I I don't know. We'll just have to see what it's like. I don't know. It's just going to see where I'm at that time and all that jazz. Oh, what are you doing?
I am sitting on my butt drinking some coffee, talking to you,
What
getting
kind
ready.
what kind of coffee are you drinking?
Ah, same as always, a hot sugar mama 20 ounce with oat milk.
Folgers in your cup.
They probably do. They probably use some basic brand and then charge you $10, $15 for a coffee. I'm
I
kidding.
tell you, I don't know where I was at. I think when I was on the fire department, my chief took a part time job at a convenience store of a morning. He just sit there, in the cash registers and stuff. He did part time, and he only worked for of the morning hours. But I remember going in there on my day off and giving him crap. I look at that, the city can't pay you, or the county can't pay you enough. You have to have a second job, huh? We always joked around like that. But anyway, he I always hung out, and one morning he was busy, so I go fill your I go, you're out of coffee. Yeah, I'll have to get in a minute. So I'll get it for you. I can make coffee. And he said, okay, the coffee's there in the back. I got their coffee. I don't know where. I mean, I couldn't even read the language that was on the package. I couldn't tell what I was putting in there, so I never drank coffee from there ever again.
Yeah, that's a little alarming.
Like I don't know what these people are consuming. It was a big chain too. It wasn't a mom and pop gas station. It was a chain in that area. So they bought that for every one of them.
Yeah, that's true. Mhm.
I was like, oh dang!
You're probably not the only one thinking the same thing either.
Like I definitely don't want none of this coffee. So I told myself, well, I got a coffee made. I'm gonna go home and get my cup of coffee. Well, here you can have a free one here on me. I said, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Passed out on the couch. What happened? Well, you drank some coffee.
Dude, and what's sad is when I started the fire department, I didn't really drink coffee until we get calls in the middle of the night when it's 5 degrees below zero. You're
Yeah.
out there, your ears frozen, and you're like, I need something warm. And my fire department, you think I'm bad with coffee? Every fire truck had a coffee pot on it.
Huh.
Yeah, there had to be a coffee pot on each fire engine. When we have structures, they take it and put it on the back bumper of the fire truck. Get some bottled water and make a pot of coffee using the generator.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, I tell you what, when you're out there 5 below zero and you're icicle from all the water from the fire hose and
Yeah.
you do your rotation, you sit there, you get cold. That coffee looks pretty inviting being
I've
warm.
always wondered how first responders can just keep up and do it all and all and all. That makes sense.
And we drink coffee when we get back to the station. We go to bed and shower and go to bed and get up. It doesn't matter how late we were up. If we were up all night, we couldn't go back and sleep at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Because of the public hours, people expect us to be doing something from 8 to 5.
Like shop work or something?
We had to wash trucks. We had to
Yeah.
clean the station. We had to do our reports.
Well, because then they just look at you like, oh, you're wasting taxpayer money.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and that's not. They don't understand that, but they don't know that we were out all night on a fire call and had no sleep.
Man, that's a messed up turn of events. I never looked at it like that.
But a lot of times the chief would be lenient.
Yeah.
We would have to start the day, but he may shut the day down at 1 o'clock and say, go rest. And we'd go crash in the bunk room until dinner time. Then we get up and go get dinner and then do whatever. Because from 8 to 5 was what we called public hours, where the fire station was open to people to come in, visitors, schools, whatever.
Yeah.
From 5 till 8 the next morning, it was our time. We could sit there, cook our dinner, watch movies, relax, go to bed, whatever. We just had to be at the firehouse, in case we had a call. Sometimes, we didn't have a call. We'd sleep all night, get up at 8 and do our thing. And we had to look busy till 5 o'clock. We had to mow the station yard. We'd wash every truck, wax every truck, clean the station, do reports, do maintenance on equipment, whatever. Wash our gear. We had stuff to do. There was no turning around and wondering, what are we going to do now?
Mm-hmm.
We always had stuff to do. And if we didn't, the chief will make us go train. So we made sure we were busy. We still had to do training, even no matter what, but whatever. It was a good old time. I'm telling you that. I don't know how we got in this conversation, but that was our days. Oh, coffee.
Coffee is where it started, yeah.
So yeah, we would drink coffee, and I tell you, and I started drinking coffee, and I got hooked. I said, I gotta have coffee from now on. My wife comes to me and goes, why don't you, we can save some money if you didn't have to buy coffee. I said, you quit breathing. Try that. Can you quit breathing? I can't quit coffee. It's the same thing. I need it every morning. She just shakes her head like, whatever. Oh yeah, huh? That's when you're drinking all them Pepsis all the time. That you stop drinking Pepsi, I'll quit drinking coffee. She usually shuts up then, because she's addicted to Pepsi. Every time I turn around, she's got a Pepsi can in her hand. I only have coffee till about now. I'm done drinking coffee now, but I was up
I
at
grew up in a more, I don't know, my grandpa preferred Pepsi, but it was like very divided. But I understand why. Because I, for a very short time of my lifetime, in the beginning, I was in Florida, and that's kind of it's more Coke down there than it is Pepsi. You see what I'm saying? And so I grew up liking more Coke in my life than Pepsi, but yet my grandfather and everybody were Pepsi drinkers. So it's very down the line divided in my family. But yeah, I don't know. I still don't even know to this day which one I prefer more. I go to the restaurant and probably get both.
There you go. Yeah, I tell you, guys, don't forget to hit the like. Watching this thing, and I tell you what, don't forget the suggestion box in our comments and part of these podcasts. So if you want us to talk about something, we can talk about it. Or we're just gonna ramble on like we do. Hope you all are enjoying it.
It's what we do.
It's what we do. What up? No. Yeah, coffee though. Yeah, I gotta have my coffee. I'm usually done drinking by 10 or 11 because if I drink more than that, I'm pretty jittery, and I don't like the jittery feeling. But I drink it when I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I drink it till, like I said, till 10 o'clock. Usually, I usually drink about 2 pots, at least a pot and a half. So look, it's 12 pots, so that'd be 12 cups
That is a lot.
plus 6 more cups. That's 18 cups of coffee I use every morning. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, I might have a problem.
Might?
I might have. So so you see, if I went and had to get 16 cups of coffee every morning from Starbucks, you know how much money that's going to cost me?
Oh, I can tell you I spend well over $100 a month in coffee. I go to the Human Being every day. My coffee alone costs $8 and some change. So getting one every day, and after about 5 of them, you get one free one. So that tells you how much I spend.
Crazy. I just buy the thing in Folgers and
It's
drink it.
horrible, dude. But I also look at it as it gives me something to do, gives me a chance to wake up in the morning and go get something good. Not good for me, but tasty.
Have you ever thought about just buying Folgers for 20
We
bucks?
do. I have coffee here I could make. Well, my dad more so makes the coffee anymore.
See,
But
$100, you could almost buy a Lego.
yeah, and I started to look at things that way, but I just can't get myself away from this coffee. I don't know.
You gotta have something. You gotta have something in your life that you have to enjoy, and that's your thing to enjoy. That's the main thing.
Right. Yeah, I was telling my aunt the other day that I need a income on the side anymore because I spend so much money in coffee. It's just as bad as Lego. I need a side gig, just a side hustle, just to be able to afford coffee.
Right. Oh, tell you, side hustle for coffee. I wonder if I might, after talking this morning, I may have to cut myself down from coffee. I might have to, that's a lot of coffee, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to start cutting me off after at least one pot and go down from there.
Yeah, dude. Imagine if I could go there and drink one pot's worth. Imagine how much money that is. That's ridiculous.
You may have a problem. No, that's crazy.
Mhm.
I didn't really think of it because I never really paid that much attention. I just, my cup is bigger than 12 ounces, right? And my coffee cup is.
Mhm.
So I just fill it up and I just don't think about, the actual cup.
Mhm.
I just call my coffee cup a cup, but it's not. It's bigger than the actual cup fluid ounce that they're measuring on the coffee pot. So I don't even think about it. Usually my cup, after 3 cups, that's usually a pot, and I have to make a new pot. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's where I only have 4 or 5 cups of coffee of a morning, but that ends up being a pot and a half.
Every day I get one coffee, one 20-ounce of the same coffee every day. But some days I go back after work and get one more of the same coffee.
Right?
Some days I get 2 coffees,
It's crazy. Yeah, you may have a problem, Clicking Cliff. We're going to go to AA meetings for coffee.
Something like that.
Well, I drink way too much coffee. Oh, well, I enjoy it. It gets me going, but I think I'm getting immune to it because I don't think it keeps me going as much as it used to. I don't know.
Some days I feel like the coffee doesn't even get me going. I feel like it's just something there that the back of my head says, "Oh, hey, we need this because you had it yesterday and you felt better."
Right. Well, I don't know. It's craziness. It's
I think what would the world be like if they had never discovered a coffee bean? Would we
no,
be as productive as we are in the world?
probably not.
I feel like coffee kind of really does help productivity a little bit.
Well, I know if I don't have coffee, I'm not going to accomplish much that day,
Mhm.
and that's the thing. I know I'm not going to do it, and he ain't going to make me. No. Oh, so hey, well, I'll tell you what, man. Did you have a good Christmas and Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, Christmas and New Year's?
Yeah, we're getting through it all.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do jack
Yeah,
crap.
what'd you do? Sorry, I my brain.
I didn't do jack crap. I didn't do nothing. I sat home on my fat butt and watched TV. I probably, I'm probably going to sleep through New Year's.
I'm not huge on the New Year's things.
I used to be when I was young.
My boss goes, "Well, I know you younger guys like to celebrate hard when it comes to big celebrations, so you guys can have the day off." I'm like, "Mark, I have my kids. I don't even get to celebrate that way. It's not like I want to celebrate that way." Like, you just
I,
assume that I'm a drunk.
I used to do that. But guys, we are going to wind this podcast down. Hope you all enjoyed it. We do appreciate every time y'all come in and say hello, and hope you enjoyed it. Um, don't forget Sunday night we do have Hope Castle or Friday Night Bricks as our guest, so make sure you come back and hang out and get to know him. Uh, Other than that, we want you to have and by the way, Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. Moo.
And until the next one, Cal.
Moo.
All right, guys, keep clicking and bricking. Laters.